Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Nevis Island Administration is pleased to partner with St. Kitts and Nevis SKN Athletics, who will host the TDC 2024 Track and Field Interschool Championships. For the first time, 2 days of the competition among secondary schools will take place in St. Kitts and 2 days in Nevis.
Wherever you are on St. Kitts, whatever school you're going to be rooting for, come on over. We will have good vendors, we have good food, we will have, everything that you need. This, of course, we know is an Olympic year, and I'm hopeful that we're going to find some gems, maybe somebody to go out and represent the Federation. And if not this year, sometime in the future. And I know that Inter-High is a big part of finding those gems. We can get some of our students go off to get scholarships and so on, and Inter-High is a big part of that. So I definitely endorse Inter-High. I want to say a big thanks to TDC, who has been the title sponsor for Inter-High for some time. I want to say thanks to SKN Athletics, and of course also to the federal government, who I know are also backing this 100%.
The Honorable Troy Liebert is the Minister of Sports in the NIA, while the Honorable Samuel Duggins is the Minister of Sports in the federal government.
We have a splendid team that should be heading off to the Carifta Games in a matter of a week or two. And I'm also looking forward to that. But before we get to Carifta, we have our own meet here that we have to execute and celebrate. Our athletes will compete against each other, but also showcase to the world and to us here in the Federation their prowess and what they have in store in representation of our country. I'll be there myself, as usual, enjoying and looking at the meet. But most of all, I'm quite sure that we will all be there, because this meet is set to be probably one of the bigger ones we've seen in the Federation.
The TDC 2024 Track and Field Interschool Championships will commence on Thursday 14th and Friday 15th March in St. Kitts. Garfield Virgo is the Games Secretary.
The first 2 days, as Patrice would have mentioned, we'll be doing some work at King Collins. Those days begin at 10:30, so we expect the teams to be there by the latest 9:30, so that we can get them in their warm-up activities and prepared mentally and physically in some instances for the events to take place. That day should proceed all the way up to about 4 p.m. Both days should finish by about 4:30 the latest, God willing. After that, we will then journey to Nevis, to the Nevis Athletics Stadium, on the Saturday and the Sunday. The first day, Saturday, should begin at 10:30 as well. So the team should be on site by 9:30 the latest again, and we'll proceed into the day. That day will push until about 7, thereabouts, and then we'll break for the final day, which begins at 12, and proceed from there. So this year you'll have 2 multi-events, categories under 14 pentathlon and under 16 the heptathlon. And then hopefully we'll continue to build that particular event so we can build some more athletes for that area.
Tickets can be purchased at City Drugstore in Nevis, the Cable in St. Kitts, or online via St. Kitts and Nevis Athletics Facebook page. The following is a public notice from the Premier's Ministry regarding the proposed plans for the upgrade and expansion of the Vance W. Amory International Airport. The Nevis Island Administration will hold another in the series of public consultations regarding the proposed plans for the upgrade and expansion of the Vance W. Amory International Airport. This public consultation will be held from 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Thursday, March 14th, 2024 at the Franklin Brown Community Center. The general public is invited to attend and to offer their suggestions and recommendations. Still to come,
we want to ensure that parents understand the importance of taking care of themselves, as we said, to ensure that you are not overwhelmed or burnt out by taking care of young children.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Celebrating culture, embracing our history. It's Culturama 50, July 25th to August 6th. It's the Caribbean's greatest summer line. See you there.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Health has commenced a series of educational sessions for parents and guardians of infants and toddlers. The first session took place on Tuesday, March 12th at the Franklin Brown Community Center. According to Health Planner Ewan Hanley, the initiative is part of the Health Center Spaces project, one goal of which is to enhance parental knowledge of child development.
We all know that it's very important to have children stimulated very early in life, as brain development, most of brain development occurs after birth. And so in extension to the service or to the project that we have going on in the health centers currently, we are here today to engage parents in self-care. Yes, we know that parents are usually very much invested in taking care of their children, but it is also important that parents take care of themselves and be healthy so that they are in a better position to take care of their children.
The facilitators are Dr. Hadassah Willett Sargent and Michelle Sutton of the Health Promotion Unit.
I will be presenting on self-care and also the difference between home care and daycare. These are things that people think are very simple concepts, but ultimately we want to ensure that parents understand the importance of taking care of themselves, as we said, the self-care, the tips, and the easy things that you could do day to day to ensure that you are not overwhelmed or burnt out by taking care of young children. Young children take a lot of time, but ultimately we want to ensure that you put in the time with yourselves to ensure that you're there for your children in the most healthiest way possible. And lastly, we'll be discussing the education aspect outside the home. So when you send your children to daycare or home care, what are the necessary things that you should be looking out for or the characteristics of these centers to ensure that your child is being well taken care of holistically?
I'm going to be focusing on nutrition, infant nutrition. We know that nutrition has a great deal to do with the development of a child. We have to nourish their bodies in order for their minds to work as well. We're here today also doing health screenings for the adults. As Ms. Hanley says, we have to take care of the adults so they are healthy enough to take care of their children. We should not neglect ourselves.
The second session will be held on Thursday, March 14th.
I would also like to take the opportunity to invite parents of toddlers and infants to join us at the Alberta Payne Community Center in Bath on Thursday from 5:15 to 6:15 p.m. for a similar session. Also, for residents of that area, please remember that we are also having health screening that will be available for you.
The health screenings from 4 to 5 p.m. cover blood pressure and blood sugar checks, body mass index, and proteinuria. The health screening is optional for the parents and guardians and is also open to other residents of the community. The following is a notice from the Nevis Water Department regarding the disconnection of services for non-payment. To avoid disruption in your water services, customers who are in arrears for more than 3 months are asked to visit the Nevis Water Department's main office to clear all outstanding balances by Friday, March 15th, 2024. The Nevis Water Department will implement its disconnection schedule from Monday 18th to Thursday 28th March 2024. A reconnection fee of $150 will be charged to all disconnected accounts. All arrears and the reconnection charge must be paid before services can be restored. Customers who have inquiries regarding their billing statements should visit the Nevis Water Department's main office in the Solomon Arcade. If you wish to view your balance or pay your bills online, visit the website neviswaterdepartment.com. Meantime, the Nevis Water Department is advising customers that if they tamper with a disconnected meter, they will be charged a fine of $1,700 for tampering and illegal connection. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donna Wilkinson Keynes.